Hi everyone, John Rensomer again on episode 2 of my series. And today I'm wearing, well, people say I'm colorblind, and it's kind of a bluish, purplish shirt. Let's just say it's purple. I do it in respect for the Alzheimer's Network and the Walk to End Alzheimer's. I'm working very hard on this project. And to outline some of my findings, basically untested, but I think I have a willing participant to remain unnamed to this point. Um, Personally, there are people in my life that are affected by Alzheimer's, and I like to bring some uh, capabilities to them that might make their life more fulfilling. It's already pretty good considering they get to live with me, but that may not always be the case, even when they're alive. So my idea and I propose is, and there's very limited evidence that this would work or has even been tried yet. But I like the idea that maybe people with Alzheimer's can drive cars. And what I've learned from people that have Alzheimer's is they have trouble with spatial situations. So if they have the wheel, if they have manual control of a vehicle, they might have some trouble. So it's an honorable cause. I don't know how viable it really is, and if anyone's willing to try to do that, you can always put them in a parking lot, and like you do with a 16-year-old, and that's the theory I've come up with, and I haven't put a name to it yet. Um, but my idea seems pretty good, and the way you do it is, from what I've heard from Elon Musk, is you can sell your car out to trade it to people in terms of ride share, kind of like Uber, and that will provide a service for all these people that need a vehicle or need to get somewhere. Uh, if they have just a private car, which makes more sense to me, so they always have it available. Um, there's newer versions of the Tesla models that are coming out that are less expensive. I saw a headline that said even 19,000 for a base model at the low end of these cars, and I think if my idea is to add some sort of authenticator, or several lines of authentication, like face match on an iPhone, on the current iPhones that are pretty high up there, or even just a fingerprint, to keep their profile set before they even enter the vehicle, and they can the door opens, they get in the car, they can say where they want to go or pick it on a map of favorites or something like that. And I know this is possible because people with Alzheimer's that I know use cell phones all the time and iPads and stuff like that. And so I think if you bring the Apple aspect to it, it is possible to do. So I'm not really a doctorate in anything that I know of, but I do know a lot about technology. I've been on Facebook for at least 15 years, uh, and no real surprise there. I like to look at myself, despite what I lack up on top. I actually cut my hair last night, so it actually looks better, and I'll say that I'm not probably the most dateable guy, but in terms of doing stuff for the community, I've been in 2 walks so far for the Alzheimer's Network here in Houston, one at U of H and one off my street because of COVID. We were able to walk on our neighborhood, so I walked the 5K or whatever, which is like 3.1 miles, I think, or something like that. And then me and my dad last year walked 5 miles, and just to show that we're willing to push it to our usual limit. We're not sad. We're not tired. We want to make this life good for everybody, and that's me speaking for myself. But I think my dad, as a physician, is really self-conscious about some of the people that we see in our office or the people you see on the street. So my idea, and this could bring like a huge economy boost, is it's already happening with Uber, I think. But if you can do it with Tesla and other brands of cars that start self-driving technology, whether it's through Google technology or whatever the case, I think it should be available across the board. But there's obviously some patents and stuff that Elon Musk owns, so I'm a little wary of that. A little wary. But if someone else could challenge that, or basically what we need to make my idea work, it's gonna happen through Tesla first. If there's another company from China or elsewhere that comes up with a similar energy saving car that's built like a tank, like all these Teslas seem to be, um, and I'm moving along every day. I'm making huge gains, but I think the face match and the fingerprint technology are where to go, and I've learned to click buttons, right? So I don't always get exactly what I want. It's easy access some in some ways, but if you talk to a girl for 2 years on the phone like I have, and she's not any regular woman, she's very outstanding, then it's going to be hard to justify not staying together, but like meeting on a quick basis. It has to be perfect almost. But if I can do this for the people that count on me in the Alzheimer's network, then it means we will have a real economy. Anyone can have a car, anyone can have a job. You won't there would be a lot of change in the way things are done, so you won't necessarily rent a car. And I think it'll be over a period of time. But stuff is too expensive. It really is. And I think gas is the reason for that. Gas wars in the Middle East have cost American blood, sweat, and tears. And I want to put an end to that. I want energy independence in the right way. And I'm also aware that there are some problems with electricity being here in Houston, Texas. So I was getting calls from Rep. Lizzie Fletcher about a round table town hall thing here, and I'm not opposed to working with the Democrats, but I want to have control of my message, and she can see it here, and I will have it on my page. It'll be my face and not someone claiming it in a bill and taking legislative and all that sort of credit. So I want the credit for it. People can drive with people with illnesses or paralysis or missing limbs or homelessness can eventually earn themselves and become upright. And the people that are able-bodied can be even more skilled with smartphones and cars that work like a smartphone and basically like a spaceship in terms of the technology. So That's basically what I'm talking about. Alzheimer's patients can get in a car with a fingerprint or a face recognition on their somehow and get into the car, and then they drive somewhere. Uh, and I may have misplaced my speaking because I forgot what topic I was truly going with, other than the self driving cars. But I've learned a lot today. Never to give up. Something may seem like an ended deal or not a good deal for you. And if you've always been a Republican or a Democrat, I think the electorate spoke. And if you still say they cheated, well, I don't agree with that. And I've always voted Republican. I voted for Trump. Unless I flip the switch, I don't know. So Biden's president, and he's like me. We're both Catholics. We both care about American people, and we give service to our countries in different ways. So I said on Facebook that I would run for Congress in 2022 for the Republican seat. And this is not a blue shirt, it's a purple shirt because I do more for the community than just make dollars. I'm not a school teacher. I'm an advocate for education. I do diagramming, but I'm not sure if I want to be like an astronaut, so that's kind of the scary thing. And this is me speaking my mind. I don't really want to go to space. I want to be grounded, and I want to be one of the people that people remember as someone who spoke it like he wanted to. This is like my retort to the town hall meeting that she wanted me to do. And maybe that's why she won, but I wasn't really running as a congressman at that time. So maybe she's getting. I had a phone call on my landline, and I was being legally berated and battered down by some female, so I assumed that was her. And I don't blame her, but I don't care what I do. I just want my family to be happy. So I have a reason for it, and it seems they're not going to be able to get $15 minimum wage and all these things they say have to go through. If Trump runs again and gets the nomination, I'm voting for him. And Texas is the place to be. We are a Republican state. We have a Republican governor, lieutenant governor that's Republican, and two senators that are Republican that I helped get across the board. So if she wants to challenge me and be wanting to fight, then she can go go sit on the toilet or something. I don't know. What do you say to that? I've never tried to get in a fight with a woman. So a legal battle over the economy, right? And if she wants to shit herself over three-term the 6-year term in Congress, I don't care. I want to be a senator one day or something like that. And maybe I should get my hair cut, like from a barber. When it grows out a little bit, I'll get it cut. I'll get money, and I'll look clean, and I'll show you people here in the District 7 that I know how to treat Texas people, despite my awkward attempt to go back to school. So I don't really have a job right now. I'm just a businessman, and if that doesn't work either, then I can always stay in artwork and all that stuff. I'm not sure if I'll make it at that because all those people seem to be pretty aggravated too. So I think there's plenty to go around. Um, the storm happened here in Texas, and we lost power for about 12 hours, which was bad. But if you're saying we're gonna get rid of all fossil fuels, then you really don't understand the dynamics of how we use fuels, fossil fuels. Natural gas is what kept the heat in the room during the storm and the freeze in my house. And if there is some political dynamic to getting my heat off in my house, then I am extremely frustrated and not happy with that. Um, but a lot of people had the same problem and people died. So I don't know the circumstance around that. Maybe Lizzie Fletcher can inform you on her retort, but she won't do it because she doesn't like to fight out in the open. So she won, and I congratulated her, and that's a seat. And uh, I wasn't in the military or anything. I've been in security. I may not be qualified. Um, but I know former Representative John Culberson, and I would like to make him proud. I'd like to make my neighborhood proud. And they all live in District 7, so if you're tired of cronyism and politics that doesn't make sense, because all I want to do is make the American economy grow through a good well-known company now. I have support from the right people. I support Tesla. I support the Alzheimer's Network and people that will need self-driving cars. And even if I just work in a private institution like that, and Rep Lizzie Fletcher is just looking for answers, then I'm welcoming people to help me out with that. So um, I have answers, and I think if I learn things every day and use my media experience, people will gain a lot from this talk. And I don't care so much about running for politics, but we need to work with the politicians to make the right balance legislatively, and I think that could happen. So uh, maybe we win the House, but I don't want to argue too much. Just think about me when you're filling out your ballot box, and if I'm on the ballot, that is, I don't even care. I'm happy. I'm full of food. I didn't die in the storm. To the people that did die, I will pray for you, and for all the people that have passed away during COVID virus. I am extremely sorry for your loss to your families and all that. Thank you.